and it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. In motion, the tight end. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Touchdown!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In motion right is Smith.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, But oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
17 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw on second and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Etienne up the middle. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
On first down, right back to Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Pilot 64, Greystone, Travis. Hey, stand on.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Lawrence on the sneak. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Dug Peterson says, let's go for two here. In motion goes the tight end. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Running right. Here's Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Okay, ready?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles!
Jack Stoll
From 3 yards out.
And the Eagles answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for two. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
61, back spot, right. Hey, hold it. Look at me, Dipper.
They go play action now. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go. Hey, right step, walk out. Go. Right.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
19 driver. Cowboy 80. Pass the 60. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 70 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find Jones. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return. Line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Check match, check match.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Here we go,
Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Going for it with Sanders, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 83 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Another run with Sanders. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
18
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Down to about the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Just
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give running left. It's Sanders. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Here we go on 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. There he goes right side. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass. And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Room here to run. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run. It's Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now they send a man in motion right.
19 right. Check contact.
Hurts will throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44, Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
19
He's back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. Clear, Ryan.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up the...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
On 2, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts. Tried for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too. Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harm.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
first down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Flow. 11. Gotta go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Get set. 11 Thomas. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second and 10, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts being chased out left. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Happy Lions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
11. 12. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow points the target, and he has it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Quick slant. He's got Joe Mixon.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the sack on first down, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They will throw on first down with Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Close.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Gun.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From the gun on third down is Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, it's complete. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
11-90.
Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready up! Drop 50! Drop 50! Number 19!
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
19 tight! 19 tight!
He's back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you
connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realize their quarterback.
He's got a man, complete. The 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this.
Touchdown! So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
On 2.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, that's the tight end Hurst with it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. From the 35, back to work on second and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, what a move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
He goes 58 yards there on the touchdown run. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie up this ball game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Into the hands of Sanders. On the move past the 40.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I